the Human Power Output Lab. When we did this as a class, we would go out to the stadium, go to the visitor side of the stadium on the soccer field. But you're going to probably pick a staircase that's probably shorter than the one I'm going to do as an example here. So let's just go with that, right? So one of the things we got to do is we got to figure out the mass that we're going to use. And we got to figure that out in kilograms, right? So this is what you can do. And if you have a scale that has a kilogram reading on it, then you're set. Just stand on the scale and remember that your uncertainty is half the smallest division. So if it goes by every kilogram, your uncertainty will be a half a kilogram, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to estimate, okay? And I haven't stood on a scale for a long time. So I'm going to guess that I am 168 pounds as I sit here right now, okay? Which is a little on the heavy side, okay? But on Earth, if I divide by 2.2, I can get that in kilograms. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to guess that I'm 168 divided by 2.2, and that is it's 76.36363636. But I'm going to say that that's 76.4 kilograms. Okay, and then I'm going to say that I don't even know. I'm going to guess that I'm within, 5 pounds of that. Okay, I could be as high as 173. It's doubtful that I'm 165, but let's just go with this, okay? Or 163, anyway. But let's go with that. So 5 divided, this is my uncertainty, right? So I'm just guessing I could be off by 5 pounds. So you just need to guess. Now, if you're a wrestler and you just weighed in this morning, wrestlers are kind of funny because you can say, well, how much do you weigh? And they were like, well, I'm 135 pounds and 3 ounces, but I had some water, so I'm 135, and but I haven't, I'm not a wrestler anymore, so. Okay, so let's see, 5 divided by 2.2 is about 2.3. So it's plus or minus, I'll say 2.3 kilograms. So there I go, right? So I've got my mass. I think I'm 76.4 plus or minus 2.3 kilograms. So there it is, right? So just, if you have a scale, find your mass, right? Okay, divide by 2.2. And then if the scale has a reading on it, your uncertainty is going to be half the smallest division of that, okay? So if it goes by pounds, then you'd be half a pound, right? So you'd use 0.5 here. I'm just making this up. As I sit here, I'm not standing on a scale. So your uncertainty could be less than this. It could be more than that, okay? And then the stairs, there's 2 ways to figure out the stairs. If it's a stair set in your home, you can just measure the net change in height. If it's a flight of stairs, use a ruler or if you have a tape measure, just measure the net change in height, right? It's like, if you got 2 flights of stairs, like in our house, it's like you go to a landing and then you go down on this other side, right? And ultimately what you want to do is measure the net change in height from this floor to this floor. If you don't have a tape measure, if your ceilings are a normal height, it's probably It's probably 8 feet, a little more than 8 feet, right? Because it's 8 feet is the studs in the wall. Anyway, you can figure that out. Try to measure this. If you don't have a tape measure to measure the total change in height of the floor, just measure each stair with a foot-long ruler or something like that, right? And ultimately, if you get the total height of this in inches, right, it'd be inches per step times the number of steps, right? And then that'll give you the total inches, right? And then times 2.54 will give you centimeters, because an inch is 2.54 centimeters, and then divide by 100, and that'll give you meters, okay? Now, just to give you a ballpark, if it's 8 feet divided by 3.281, you're going to get something like around 2.5 meters, okay? If you're getting 25 meters, probably your house isn't that big. There's a factor of 10 problem there, right? Okay, so what I'm going to go with is that when we did the outside stairs, it was about 4.57 meters is what we figured out. But we measured each step, so it's got a healthy uncertainty. I'm going to say plus or minus 0.5 meters. Okay, so just come up with that, right? So you're going to come up with a net height. If you did like every step, you probably have a healthy uncertainty because that uncertainty of each step compounds itself. If you measured with a tape measure, your uncertainty will be smaller. Just make something up. We just need these numbers, okay? We need the height, and we need an estimated uncertainty of that, okay? Anyway, so that's for your mass and your height. That's what you want to do. Come up with something like that. You need your mass in kilograms plus an estimated uncertainty, the total height of the stairs plus an estimated uncertainty, okay?